My name is Gift. I studied medical biotechnology in Edinburgh. Shortly after graduating, I worked as a customer service representative before I did my training in Labmedexpert.
My name is Mariam Ojoma Ochen. I came to Labmedexpert. I applied for jobs in different places, and they say you don't have NHS experience. And then back then I was doing working in social care, health and social care.
My name is Mariana Yordanova. I'm one of the past trainings for Labmedexpert.
My name is Sikiru Owulewa. Background is BSc Biochemistry, MSc Biomedical Sciences. And at the moment, I'm a biomedical scientist at New Cross Hospital, Wolverhampton.
So my name is Esther Oluwatamola. I'm Nigerian. So I came to UK 2019. I was actually in a university back in Nigeria at the time. But I got the opportunity to come to UK. I was like, okay, this sounds better for me. So I came into the country. I was told I had to go back to sixth form, which I started my sixth.
My name is Raymond Mbebu, and I am currently in a Band 4 Asset Practitioner in Norwich.
Doing my previous job, because I've always been in a lab all my life, basically before I moved to the UK. I really wanted to delve back into the medical field, so I felt like I needed, to go back into the system. But it was a little bit difficult because most times when you tend to apply for jobs, they tell you, unfortunately, you can't get it because you don't have prior experience. So I needed to get experience, hands-on skill experience before I could get into the system. So that's why I came to Labmedexpert.
I was just freshly graduated from uni and I was looking for a place to train.
I was a student in biomedical science at the University of East London. And, I needed a situation of preparation, meeting opportunity. And so I decided to go on to do the training. I heard about the training on his Twitter space, and I decided to join. I contacted them, and the rest is history. I did the training, and Labmedexpert has really done a lot more.
I was working in care. The training with Labmedexpert is because I wanted to put to good use my degree. First degree was in biochemistry, and I had a master's in sciences. But I wanted more. I was working in care. I was working as a support worker, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to do something more professional, but I lacked the skills, the practical knowledge to be able to practice. So that was.
During the training, I felt supported, and the thing is, I had zero experience when it comes to microtomy, the embedding and everything. I don't know anything about it, initially. So I'm coming in and then seeing how patient they were, to make sure I know what I was doing. I think until my very last week or so, my cutting wasn't the very best, but the thing is, they will not let you go until you are good.
6 weeks, I was able to capture most of the basic skills that was, like a prerequisite to get into the system.
The training experience was very amazing. At the beginning, it was very challenging because but the setback is you don't have UK experience. Even after getting my CPC registration, it wasn't easy, but at a point I wanted to go back to school to do radiography. I want to go and do an undergraduate course. I spoke to a friend and he had that job. Microtomy, being a multidisciplinary biomedical lab scientist, during our training in school, we do all the disciplines, but not too deep. But I want to go into histology proper.
I saw their feedback is incredible and I decided to give it a try because I just wanted some experience from really professional people, and I don't regret it because for 6 weeks I managed to have really good knowledge, skills, which I never thought I can acknowledge.
About me being into the job space, and it's been incredible all over this time, and Like I started with opportunity, preparation meets opportunity, and that's who I am, and that's where Labmedexpert has brought me to.
There wasn't more challenges, to be honest, although it was quite difficult at the first instance because I was getting to it quite, it was like a new thing for me.
I had a few challenges. I was very scared of the microtom. And I was telling Kunle on the time that I won't be able to do it. I won't do it. But I was actually surprised that I just got to do it after the third, fourth session. I was very confident in my skills.
The challenge I had was microtomy, mostly because of I didn't know how, but then at the end, Labmedexpert helped me to get through that.
Then my training, it opened a lot of doors for me, a lot. Like, I don't think I have job insecurity because I can move to wherever I want to go to now.
The places I have found myself are places I would not have been without Labmedexpert or without the training that Labmedexpert.
Well, they're very knowledgeable people, very friendly, made me feel like I can conquer the world and to believe in myself, which is, for me, is the most important thing because I'm never so confident when I'm doing something, but Labmedexpert gave me this confidence.
In the way it changed my career path and opportunities was I got, for opportunities during my application to universities, I would say kind of like boosted my, and also getting to uni, I applied for jobs. I was able to get the pathology assistant role, which I feel like without the training, I definitely wouldn't have got it.
I came here with zero experience, and within a couple of weeks, I was already building my confidence, cutting up to about 25 blocks an hour, and the quality of sections I was producing was really impressive as well. So.
My name is Manpreet. I'm the training officer based in London. I train candidates in histopathology and microbiology.
Chita Lakshmanan, a training officer in microbiology and biochemistry with Labmedexpert.
A lot of the candidates during our training programs, because they lack experience, and some candidates have experience in their home countries but lack the UK experience.
Basically, I have been teaching for more than 4 or 5 years, but being a training officer was a quite difficult platform for me to handle because I had candidates from various backgrounds and various levels. I had to train GCSE candidates, university candidates, and people who had been graduated from the university had lacked experience in lab, and people who had experience in lab but not the UK experience. So with these different
In particular, a candidate I had last year, she had 10 plus years experience in her home country as a BMS, but unfortunately she wasn't able to get a job here because she didn't have the UK relevant experience. So by taking her through our Labmedexpert training in histo, she was able to learn the techniques that was related to NHS labs, but also gain the confidence in working within a lab as well. She started applying for MLA roles just so she was aware of the NHS environment, and we were able to provide her references. She's currently progressed up to band 5 as a locum staff, and this has happened within 12 months of her training, of her journey.
One interesting candidate that I had dealt with is a candidate who was working as an MLA in blood science, but her background from her home country was with microbiology. She had her basics degrees in microbiology. So she had to shift from blood science to microbiology, where with the experience she has in NHS and the knowledge she had in microbiology, she had difficulties to change herself into the microbiology syllabus and understand what's happening within microbiology. Change herself into the microbiology syllabus and understand what's happening within microbiology. But finally, after the training program, before the training program, she got placed as a band 5 BMS in microbiology department within West Midlands. That was a great achievement and she was too happy about it. Being a training officer, I felt too happy and I was also immensely happy that she got placed. The other kind of candidates I've handled are people who don't have lab experiences, though they have been a science graduate. So diagnostic experience is totally different from what lab experience they gain in universities. So when they come across these kind of diagnostic experiences, they have made through and they have placed as MLAs in different NHS across England.